Just a comment from you. I know the English fans would want to hear your response to Buatsi signing on, and now we hear news that DAZN's on television now over there. So they're kind of like, what's going on? First off, did he know that was going to happen?
No, he didn't. I mean, I'm disappointed because the problem is that some people who, aren't the brightest and don't know too much about the actual industry and the sport advise these fighters. And they have got in the ear, same people actually, it's the same group of people that got in the ear of Lawrence Okoli.
I think you mentioned those same people with Terrence and...
Yeah, but this is a management team that now he's working with. And you see the similarities, great relationships with Lawrence Okoli and great relationships with Joshua Buatsi, and all of a sudden you're pumped to say things on camera that don't really make sense, and also bit sad really to see him talk like that. I mean, we've had Joshua Buatsi since his debut. He's had the full attention of Matchroom, Anthony Joshua and Sky Sports for his entire career. And he returns back to Sky Sports like this is the biggest moment of his career. He's boxed his whole career on Sky Sports other than 2 fights. And it was frustrating because we offered him £1.25 million to fight Dmitry Bivol, when he boxed Bolotniks, he boxed Craig Richards, he got to #1 in the world, and it's like, it's time. And he's a good fighter, and he didn't want the fight. And I saw him saying he said in the interview yesterday they wanted to extend my contract. Well, obviously your contract was up. 1, you had a rematch clause that Dmitry Bivol would insist on, and 2, I'm not giving you 1.25 million, building you your whole career, and then So it's a natural. The industry. That's not unusual to ask for. So, but again, it's just people filling his head with stuff. Then we lost the purse bid to John Pascal. Frank Warren paid a lot of money for that fight, and he didn't want to take that fight either. And then. I've been speaking to George Warren about making the Yard fight, and also Frank Warren made him a separate offer to do the Yard fight, but he didn't want to do that either. So, I don't know. Look, he's a good fighter, and I just don't feel like maybe he's confident enough or ready to take those big fights. So he's going to box on a small show in May, I believe, and against just a tick over. And we'll see. I honestly wish him the best of luck. Just disappointing, really, because I don't feel like that's him speaking. It was very strange, but... he said yesterday, all you got to do is press 401 and you can see me fight. Well, now all you got to do is press 429 and you can see Anthony Joshua and the rest of our stable fight. So it was good. It was weird timing because I saw those comments yesterday and I knew what was coming today. And I was just like, but listen, I honestly wish him the best.
I get to thinking then, based on that, if you guys knew that was coming, did you guys tell him, it's going to end up being on TV?
It's been going on for a while. To be honest, it's kind of like, it's a weak excuse from your rivals to sort of penetrate the minds of fighters to say, they're not on Sky, they're not on this. DAZN is the most accessible platform in the world. You can watch it on your phone, on your laptop, on your smart TV. You can now watch it on Sky, you can watch it on Amazon. There's no excuse. Of course, it doesn't yet have the marketing machinery of a Sky, but I was with Sky for 13 years. I know, and a lot of those fighters were with Sky for 5-6 years, and they saw what Sky did for their career. Did it do more than what they would have done on DAZN? Maybe, maybe not. But this isn't really a platform thing. This is just a direction thing. And I think when he turned down the Bivol fight, I feel like maybe that was the moment when it was like, I don't know what we're doing anymore, really. But if you're not ready, you're not ready.
My last one for you, Eddie. The undisputed fight with Bivol and Beterbiev. Yeah. When are we going to see it? How close are we to it?
So, Beterbiev, who's observing Ramadan shortly, has to fight Callum Smith next. That's been ordered by the WBC. Dmitry Bivol will have the decision to fight in June, July, or go straight into the Canelo Alvarez fight in September.
That's the plan.
The plan, my instruction from Sal and Eddie Reynoso is make the Bivol fight.
Yeah, but from them, they're just kind of open, or because Bivol has said he wants undisputed.
He does, but also there's a huge amount of money at stake for the Canelo Alvarez fight, and you can do the undisputed fight after that if he was to be triumphant. But that's a decision for him and his team. I think Callum Smith's going to knock Beterbiev out. I really do.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm very confident he wins that fight, so we'll see.
Surprised me, Eddie. What do you see there? Why?
I feel that you have a tremendous fighter in Beterbiev that is showing chinks in the armour. He's 39. Yeah. Callum Smith He's a huge puncher at light heavyweight. I mean, he was so weight drained at 168. And if he hits him on the chin with a left hook, he's going to knock him clean out. And it's a very dangerous fight, don't get me wrong. But you saw Yard. I think Callum Smith is a much better fighter than Anthony Yard at light heavyweight. And Yard's a great fighter. Yard, you know, I felt like Beterbiev was taking his time in that fight, but Yard caused him some problems. And I believe that if Callum Smith hits him with one of those clever little catch and counter left hooks, he will completely knock him out. And I believe he can win that fight.
Some fans might contend against you with that.
Just but he's the underdog. But look at people in boxing who talk about that fight. A lot of people give Callum a great chance in that fight.
With this is the last one with Bivol and Canelo. I would imagine you, or have you told Canelo like, hey, I don't think this is a good idea rematching Bivol?
That's not my job.
No? Because look, if he loses to Bivol again, like that's a huge blow to him.
You can't win, can you? On one hand, people accuse you of taking easy fights, and then you're asking me to advise him not to take a tough fight.
Well, I'm just saying, like I'm not like
you are, but do you understand? Like Oscar's saying, oh, why did they take that fight? They're idiots. Oh, he's having an easy fight, and then he rematches Bivol, and everyone says, what if he beats Bivol? Everyone will turn around and go, fuck, wow, like that's all Canelo's thinking. Canelo's thinking, when I beat Bivol, what are you going to say then? That's in his mind. He's a winner. He's a competitor. We shouldn't try and detract people from taking tough fights. You know, that's not a good. It's like AJ against Usyk. Everyone says after the fight he should never have boxed him. Fuck me, you can't win. If you vacate the belt, you're a coward, apparently. Yeah. So, like, you want to see these guys in real tough fights.
It's true, Eddie.
And he'd be the underdog in that fight. So
yeah, he will. Yeah, because of how good he looked.
When was the last time he was an underdog in a fight? Betting underdog.
Golovkin. Golovkin was even money, I think.
So Mayweather.
The first one,
I know, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. As always, Eddie, it's good chatting with you. Appreciate it, man.
See you. Thanks,
yep.
mate.